There was like this family in the coast where I lived. The brother had suffered a stroke, and so like half his body didn't work. We were in Cereté, which was like not that big. And then you'd have to catch a Jeep, had 30 minutes out of town to San Carlos. And then from San Carlos, you have to like ride a motorcycle, another 30 minutes or 45 minutes to Santa Rosa, where these people lived in like a thatch hut. And he was at church every Sunday. And so his little brother and little sister wanted to come to church because they like followed his example, especially after their mom died. My companion and I, we'd hop in the Jeep. They wait for it to fill up, and then we head out to San Carlos. The road to San Carlos has potholes the size of a small house. It's not an exaggeration. Like the whole Jeep would go down and then come back up. I do not know how you let a pothole get that big, but they did. And so sometimes if the Jeep was like full or there were like women that needed a seat, they'd drop the tailgate and we would just stand on the back holding on. So we'd fly down the highway just standing on the tailgate and holding on to the rails up top. It was really fun. And then we go down, we go all the way to San Carlos. And when we get to San Carlos, we'd catch a motorcycle, or the little brother would come grab us on his motorcycle, and then all three of us would jam onto that motorcycle and take the back one, and you just kind of like hold your feet off the ground. And then we just ride down these. It was a really beautiful country road. Like big trucks had made huge potholes when so it was like waves, and then it like go into gravel, and then we had to cross a couple streams, and like the motorcycle's like 100 cc's, so it can't get up the hill with all three of us on it. So like sometimes I'd have to get off, and he'd like go up, and then I'd follow. It was beautiful countryside. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And like one time we were going, we hear this. We're like, what is that? And all of a sudden, like, the rain washes in. And it's like huge pellets and it's like getting punched in the face. And so like I'm like protecting my books. I don't care about me. I just care about my scriptures. I care about, my Book of Mormon. That's what I don't want to get wet. And so he's like, should I stop? We're like, no, just keep going, get to the house. And so he like goes as fast as he can. We like get there, we like run up to his house, we're soaked, and so we stay there. The roof's leaking. We teach his family, and then when we get ready to go back, we jump on his motorcycle. The rain's ended, and we go back, and we get to the first stream, and it's a torrent. And we're like, well, what do we do? There's just people on both sides on motorcycles waiting. And like we had other appointments, but we had no cell service. So we just like waited. And then he like put one of us on there and was like, all right, ready? Like flew across it and like made it across, and then came back for the other one. And so then we were like riding along, we get to the next one, and he's like, nah, this is too deep for me. I'm gonna go try to find another way around. So you guys just go ahead and cross here. So we like took our shoes off and like held them up and like walked across the river to get to the other side. And then he came in, and then we just rode like our bare feet the rest of the way. I was really tired that day. But they ended up getting baptized. That was like a really cool experience because they were definitely the poorest people I ever taught. And they would come to church, all three of them, on the motorcycle. That was really cool just because like the oldest brother, he like introduced his younger siblings to the gospel. His mom had died, he'd had a stroke, and the guy never stopped smiling. That was just really cool to me.